Hello and welcome back, YouTube. Man, I just love this speaker. Jamming to some Pearl Jam. May as well shut it off now, but it made the night a lot more pleasant here at HelloFresh Last Mile. Actually, I had the manager ask me to talk to their staffing agency, I forget who it is, about getting on full time. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. I said, I just picked up another full-time day job and another night job. I don't really know that I have the availability, and he seemed very disappointed. Wonolo, generally speaking, is the staff of last resort, and he had commented, yeah, a lot of the Wonolo people are just not good workers. He's like, you're a great worker, you work your ass off. It's like, I'd love to have you here all the time. So, by the way, it was not Ruthie, it was the manager, and I forget his name, but it was the manager that I worked with last time I was here. So that was nice. 8:23 a.m. Sunday, July 23rd, 2023. Next gig is at 10 a.m. lasts till 6 p.m. I'm gonna be freaking exhausted when I leave there. So it's for WHG Extended Stay Division Phoenix, and the name of the hotel is actually Hometown Studios, Phoenix Metro Dunlap. So it's at 21st Avenue in Dunlap, and there's a note in the gig saying that I got to be traveling westbound to get in, and that's due to the light rail construction, which is something I'm already aware of. And speaking of light rail, I'm actually thinking about going there via light rail. Oh shit. I just realized I left my crackers and my chips inside the break room. I don't feel like I have time to turn around and go back for a little package of crackers and a bag of chips. So I guess I get to find out if I leave something like that in the break room. It's kind of stashed in an odd place, so I guess this is when I get to find out if I leave something in the break room there. Will it still be there when I go back to work there, which might be in another week or so. I feel reasonably confident that it will, so yeah, I'm cool. I'm oddly cool with that. That's fine. I got a feeling those snacks are gonna come in really handy the next time I'm there, and I'm positive there'll be a next time. I really, really like that job. So the really hot chick, by the way, her name is Heather, and I guess she used to work there on the regular, but hasn't been there in like 8 months. So got to talk to her a little bit more. In fact, we actually loaded a couple of trucks together, and not very often I meet a young, attractive woman with that level of work ethic that just like works that hard physical work. And all I gotta say is just, wow, a woman who works so hard she sweats, that's an extreme turn on to me, just saying. So, I hope I see her again. Didn't get to ask her about her Wonolo experience as far as, well, she likes picking up gigs with Wonolo, but I got a feeling I'll see her again. There's quite a few Wonolo people that do it regular that I keep running into at various gigs. So I'm kind of stoked about, even though I'm not too thrilled to be doing room cleaning. I mean, it's a job. It's kind of fun, like starting all these different jobs all the time. I enjoy learning and doing different stuff, and it's fun to mix it up. So I'm supposed to be there at 10. It's 8:26 right now. Got about an hour and a half. I was looking through the job description, and I didn't see anywhere in there where it specified what to wear and what the dress code is. Obviously, I'm not going to need a safety vest. Wearing one of my last Amazon Tier 1 safety vests, it is really, really hot in that warehouse, and I noticed that the basic Amazon ones are a super thin mesh with a bunch of holes in it, and a handful of the guys commented that's like, that's a perfect safety vest for here, and I told them it was standard issue Tier 1 Amazon safety vest. They're like, we should get that style. That looks a lot cooler than the ones we have here. Yeah, that I don't need. I'm wearing my black Nikes right now. pair of denim cargo shorts and a pretty nice looking blue t-shirt without any kind of saying or branding on it, so it's pretty neutral. I would imagine it would be okay for working there. I mean, they haven't said what I need to wear, so if this isn't what they want me wearing, it's kind of on them for not posting more information. I'm thinking just to save gas, since this hotel is located right at the northwest end of the light rail line, I'm thinking about just driving to the park and ride over at Gateway Community College and just hopping on the train, taking the train up to it. That way when I get done, because I know I'm going to be really, really tired by then. By the way, I'm not tired at all right now. I'm absolutely just wired, ready to go. That was an awesome workout over at HelloFresh, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready for something decent to eat and another beverage, but for the most part, I'm just ready to go. So yeah, I'm going to head over to Light Rail, I think, and just hit the park and ride. Yeah, you'd think by now I would know just off of the top of my head how long it takes to get from Gateway Community College to 19th and Dunlap via light rail, but I really don't. And on that note, maybe I should hit a convenience store somewhere near the stack and check the schedule on that, just so I don't find myself getting late because I underestimated how long it was going to take me to ride the train. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass. Not only to leave my snacks there, which I don't feel bad about. I got a feeling those will be there ready for me to eat the next time I'm there. But I also, all right, we got a left lane camper here. Usually the guys in the oversized trucks aren't left lane campers. It's sort of odd. But the other thing I had was my Circle K cup, which I'd long since emptied, but I had the ice in the cup, and they've got a cold water dispenser there, a HelloFresh delivery, but they don't have an ice machine. So I was kind of reusing the ice and putting the cold water in it just to keep it colder. And I could really go for that cup of ice water right now. That would be awesome. I noticed Allison has left half a thing as some kind of, I don't know, either Gatorade or Powerade. Knowing her, most likely Powerade. I think I'm just going to leave that alone. So when I get home, put it in the fridge so she can finish it. Because it's still fairly warm out there, and I'm sure that is just hit that temperature and just be foul. So no text message all night from Priscilla. I'm really curious, like, what she thought about the way I disappeared, but I think she was getting the hint. I wasn't particularly happy with her tonight, or should I say last night. But I do wonder if maybe she popped over to my place just to see if I went there and what's going through her mind if she saw that my car was not there. It's funny, sometimes I talk to her and it just seems like she's absolutely convinced that I've got a whole black book just full of available booty calls from when she's not there. And although I would love it to be that situation, there's a part of me that would absolutely love it to be that situation. I mean, I remember times when I was younger that I was single and had a whole slew of FWBs. I mean, I did have the random night I was alone, but a lot of times the random nights I was alone were kind of refreshing. But yeah, that's not really the situation at all right now. Oh, trying to think of where I want to go for snacks. Probably exit 27th Avenue, since there's not an exit after it until 7th Avenue. I hate to be the guy that waits that long to head for the exit, but I was just still thinking in my head that I was headed towards 40th Street. I hadn't given much thought to what convenience store I should go to near the stack. I'm going to head over to the AM/PM at or not. Let's say AM/PM at 27th and McDowell as I turn and go south. My brain's like arguing. I got the random voices in my head arguing about how I should do this. And wow, those are fairly new houses on the right. noticed those before. I would hate to have a house that directly had a driveway onto a stroad like this. Not my idea of a good time at all. And there's a Circle K. That works. Already got my sipping saved for today, so. But apparently there's quite a bit of money on my EBT card, so. Good time to get some bottled drinks. See if they got some 2-for-1 kind of deals going on. Hello, welcome back, YouTube. So it's a good thing I decided to check the Valley Metro app, because it's looking like if I was to go right now to Gateway Community College, the train would get me to work about 10 minutes late. And yeah, that's no good. However, just realized I don't want to go this way. However, if I go to near Central and Roosevelt, and I'm pretty sure I can find some free on-street parking in a safe area near there. I got parked on the sidewalk. Very classy. Should have no problem finding a place where I can park within a... Ooh, wow. Did y'all see that on the left? It's like some of the plumbing for the fire hydrants or whatever, just shooting water into the air. And I can just see it running down the gutter into the storm drain. You know, as much as they talk about, oh, it's a water crisis, it amazes me how much I see that kind of stuff. And I wonder if anybody's even aware of that. I mean, I don't know who I would report it to. But yeah, kind of problematic. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get to. Let's see, what time is it right now? 8:48, and oh shit! I lost my place in the damn app. Blah. Anyway, I already double checked the times. Pointless of me to try to get it to come back up. I need to focus on my driving. But ooh, that was a hard shift. Yeah, normally I'm really efficient on the Valley Metro app, but right now I don't have it installed on the iPhone and on Obamaphone 5. It does work, but it's a struggle. But yeah, I think I gave myself like 10 minutes or 12 minutes, something like that, to get to get myself on the train. And wow. So I'll see the homeless person on the right with their shopping cart with an amazing amount of garbage on it. Somebody should really do some research into what's up with homeless people pushing massive amounts of garbage in shopping carts. I just can't wrap my head around it. If it didn't fit in a small backpack, I didn't want to be weighed down by it when I was homeless. And if I could get by without even having a backpack on me, even better, because I noticed that in some places they get kind of sketchy if they see somebody walking in with a backpack. I didn't like leaving my backpack behind. Although it's kind of funny, like I've noticed some places where they've even got signs posted, no backpacks, that as long as I kept myself looking clean and presentable and had a nice looking backpack, they wouldn't say anything to me. Appearances really do make a big difference. Sometimes I forget how useful this piece of Roosevelt is as a thoroughfare, because I don't use it very often. sure where I'm going to park, but I think I'm going to try to get onto Portland Street, which is the next street north of Roosevelt. Oh, I saw some sign, something about a proposal for Roosevelt Street, but I saw it at the last second, so I didn't have a chance to read it. Air conditioning blowing so nice and cold right now, and temperature gauge staying nice and low. Idle seems a little bit rough, but nothing particularly alarming. I'd say at this point the most alarming thing about this car is the way it shifts from first to second. And the fact that I noticed I have a small hole on my driver's seat. I don't know when the hell that happened, but I'm kicking myself in the ass that all this time I've had seat covers that I could have put on these seats. Granted, the seats are filthy, but seat covers I could have put on them so I could have preserved that. Not like I see me ever flipping this car. I really, really like this car. Oh wow, those apartments, the white apartment building that's a little horseshoe shape, is completely fenced off and boarded up. I sure hope they don't bulldoze that one. I love the architecture that is, that style. It's a certain style of apartments that I've always associated with Phoenix, and they're certainly not building them anymore. Single level stuff comparable to like what I live in. And not only do I not see anything like that being built anymore, but it just seems like the ones that do exist are just slowly, one by one, being eliminated. Oh my god, I'm going to get this light green. I never get this light green. Bonus. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking how thirsty I am, and hello, I got like numerous beverages in the damn bag. I had a deal going on, like a 2-for-1, like a discounted price if you buy 2 Mountain Dews, and I got them up there to buy them, cold 20-ounce bottles. And then the cashier's like, well, if you buy 2, you get a 3rd one free. I'm like, really? You want that? Yeah. I'm getting closer to the light rail station. I think I want to actually park on the other side of it. Off of First Street. Pretty sure there's some free on-street parking in that general direction. Although the area of downtown littered with parking meters keeps growing and growing. So what I remember as having free parking might not still have free parking. There is the southbound train that becomes the eastbound train off to the left. Probably not in the view of my camera right now, but it's sitting there in the station, and it's going to go across before I get my green light. And here it comes. Tooting at the jaywalker off on the right. I should really look into what it would take to be an operator for those trains. I don't think I would enjoy driving a bus. And it's not that I wouldn't enjoy driving a bus. I just don't think I would enjoy dealing with the people that get on and off the bus. Whereas I think I would love driving one of those trains just because you're in a bubble. You don't have to deal with those people, at least not directly. Not that I don't like the job I just got at MLS, but I really need to find something that pays better than that does. Still got to stick with that for a while. In so many ways, it's exactly what I've been looking for. And I still want to figure out how I can do my commute via SkyTrain. Just commuting via SkyTrain is really, really... I can't emphasize enough how exciting that is to me. I say that to people, and people look at me like, okay, so? I mean, it's not like I don't like driving, but the idea of being able to commute to work in efficiently and effectively in some kind of public transit way is something that means a lot to me. And, wow. I don't know if y'all saw that car that just turned right as it was approaching, but it has no hood. It's like all naked in the top and the front. Not like my car is exactly gorgeous, since it got rear-ended. God, that's been nearly 2 years. When it happened, I was all about getting that fixed right away. And now it's just, sometimes I forget it's even like that. Oh yes, we've grown more parking meters to the north here. It wasn't that long ago this was free parking through here. Oh, that sucks. Although, I wonder if these meters are free parking on Sunday. I should go check that. Good chance it probably is. Not anymore. And now they have the meter information on a little LCD screen, like a calculator kind of screen, where it's like black on like a gray and really illegible in the sunlight. I don't know whose brilliant decision that was. Shit, I'm not sure where I'm going to be able to park. I got to sort this out with quickness though. Oh wait, do we have free parking right here? Looks like we do. Perfect. So it's straight up 9 o'clock. That's a perfect parking spot to get on the light rail. I gotta remember that. First time I've done that. That's interesting. I got a sign here that says paid parking only. I don't know where that applies to, but definitely not the street that I parked on. Probably to this lot here on the left by that trippy looking mural. It almost looks like a mural that got defaced, but looks like maybe that's supposed to be part of the mural. Kind of hard to tell. I do like the little alien, green alien faces on the orange background. That's neat. Oh yeah, and there's one of those kind of meters. Those kind of meters always confuse the shit out of me. I forget exactly what time I needed to be on the train, but I got a whole hour to get there, and I'm sure it doesn't take an hour to get from Central and Roosevelt to 19th and Dunlap. Oh, look at this. Black History Matters. Whitney Houston, Diana Ross, and Aretha Franklin. That's awesome. All right, we're coming across the gay rainbow crosswalk. It's looking like there's a train coming right now. I can't tell if that's a train coming or if that's a train parked. I know there's an area over in that general direction where they've got two tracks side by side, and they sometimes park trains there. Oh no, that was a bus getting ready to turn left. Oh. And they got those guys stopped for absolutely nothing. Sometimes traffic control devices just make zero sense to me. And I swear I didn't push the beg button when I went by that time. Sometimes I do it just to kind of create a little extra chaos, slow people down. But no, I didn't do it this time. Totally forgot what all I got to eat. Oh, I got a big old ramen bowl. Figure I'll eat that on my break at the hotel, and then I got a couple of different danishes, packaged danishes. I actually try to eat those on the train going over. Wow, I hadn't noticed that mural there. Kind of odd, a mural on a glass building. You don't see that very often. This over here makes me kind of sad. That little building there with the empty oval sign, that used to be a bar called Cruisin' Central. It was pretty good. Pretty nice little spot. Still got somebody using the Route 0. Route 0 was a lot more popular route back before the light rail. Now it just seems largely redundant. Especially when you consider that on this stretch of the light rail route between Van Buren and Camelback, the light rail stops every half mile. It's kind of weird how the light rail stops are. And I've said many times, I think it was done generally in a way to try to keep lower class citizens off the train. Because there's a lot of places where it would make complete sense for there to be light rail stations on Washington Street and on Jefferson Street, where the train line coincides with a major bus line, particularly 16th Street. That's the big one. But also 32nd Street. It strikes me as just absolutely insane that there's not a light rail stop at 32nd Street in Washington. And the only thing I can think about that is that it was done deliberately to try to have less riffraff on the train, which of course they haven't succeeded in. I mean, there are times, especially in the evening, where the train looks like a rolling homeless shelter. I was told that the reason that they didn't put a stop at 32nd Street is because there's a large topless club there. I'm not sure if it's still called Christie's Cabaret. It was called Christie's Cabaret for many years. And some of the other topless bars on the light rail line and near light rail stops got eliminated through eminent domain, which I've said before, eminent domain just upsets me to the core. There were two bars just south of here, actually, one of which that I was very much a regular at, called King's Cocktails, which was a little dive bar, little ghetto neighborhood dive bar that did karaoke 2-3 days a week. Loved going to the karaoke there. My friend Terry Dawn used to host it and just had so much fun when I would go there, especially on Sunday. There was a Sunday afternoon show, and it was in the daytime. And it was really cool because the show ended roughly an hour before my show at Fat Cat started. So I could go there, hang out, sing, and I had enough time to walk because I was on foot at the time and living downtown at the time. I had enough time to walk over to Fat Cat's. All my equipment was kept at Fat Cat's at the time, and start my show. And quite a few of the people would walk right over with me, or they'd hang out a little later and they'd walk over, within the hour after they kind of, I don't know, sometimes they'd still be socializing with people at King's, but quite a few of the people from King's would drift over to Fat Cat's for more karaoke on Sundays. And then next to it, there was another topless club. I forget what the heck it was called. And that, if memory serves, that was one of those places that changed names numerous times. Not as good at remembering the names of those places because it's really not my scene.
The next westbound train will arrive in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, you know what? I really should have bought some passes. I don't think I have an unused pass in my pocket. Oh, do I have time to figure it out? Well, I got 2 minutes. Yeah, I better stop this recording. Buy myself some day passes. Well, I was shooting video from the light rail station over there to here, and I think my camera app crashed. That's something that seems to be happening more frequently with Obamaphone 3, and it's kind of frustrating. And from what I've seen, when it crashes, it doesn't save whatever I recorded, so it's probably safe to assume that's lost. So still Sunday morning, 9:48 a.m. Yeah, I'm well within my 10 minutes to get here, and that's the hotel right there on the right. So yeah, the light rail thing worked out really nice, kind of relaxing. Just kind of sit and kick back and look at my banking apps. Unfortunately, I managed to forget the password once again to my Chase app, and I think that's the one that's not clearing stuff. I think that's it. I just really need to look at it.
I've got that written down somewhere, but it's not. I think I know where it is, and it's in my apartment. And yeah, it doesn't do me any good on the train. Well, I'm glad they got a temporary bus stop here. So often when there's construction, the bus stops just get lost, which sucks for people who rely on them. So Hometown Studios, 2102 West Dunlap. I should probably stop shooting video so I don't weird out the people I'm working for. But yeah, I'll have to keep in mind that this is a cool extra gig when I can pick it up, provided I like working here. So far, the 3 places I've been working for Wonolo I really like, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time until I get one that I don't like. I'm hoping this isn't it, though, because even though this is kind of far from where I live, it's really convenient to get here by light rail, which saves wear and tear on my car and gas, and I do enjoy kicking back on the train. So anyways, probably going to be quite a while till I shoot video again. I do believe I'm scheduled for 8 hours here. Probably 8.5 hours because I think there's a 30-minute unpaid lunch. So yeah, making me some money today.